You find yourself wandering through a deep wood. Eerie light spills through the canopy, casting shadows across the decaying flora. Hello, little lost one. You will make a perfect addition to my collection. You try to run, but you can't. The demon has hooked you with spirit magic. You have nothing to fear. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thresh, a servant of the natural order which guides us all. Now, tell me, lost one, why do you run? What fitting desires you have, a lost child, seeking comfort. And yet, your spirit, it sings of souls I have not yet encountered. Where did you wander from, lost one? The woods, they are indeed a mysterious place. A magical glade known to connect many disparate realms. They are home to many of my friends and my children. Sadly, I have not spoken to them in quite a while. But their spirits, I hear them still, aching, suffering. I must reach out to them. It is my duty after all, as their caretaker. Since you seem to have little idea why you are here and what you must do, perhaps you should follow me. Lest you wish to stay here, lost and forgotten, and forsaken. No, I cannot let that happen. It would pain me so to leave a spirit in need behind. Come, my lost child. Allow me to show you my home. If it pleases you, maybe I'll even let you stay a while. Thresh walks off ahead, leaving behind the lantern for you to follow. You follow Thresh out of the woods to arrive at his lair. It's a beautiful river lit with lanterns leading to a mysterious cave. This is my home. I do apologize for the mess. I have been so tied down with caretaking. And these lights, they are so dear to me. They represent my children, each serving a particular purpose. Tell me, lost child, do you have someone or something close to you? Family is one's most beloved possession. To have someone or something close to you, it is the greatest joy. But to have it taken away, that is the greatest pain. I am not well. Thresh turns his face away from me. The nearby lanterns dim, as if tied down by sadness. The lanterns stay dim, but there's a glowing aura around Thresh. This is my better form. I did not mean to deceive you, but tragically I have been forced to appear a mere reflection of my true self. A hideous reflection indeed. I hope this form will not scare you away, lost one. Ah, I am so glad to hear that. Sadly, I cannot hold this form for long, for those closest to me have been taken from me. Now my spirits, my children, they suffer because of it. Because I cannot protect them. A failed father, I am. The nearby lantern lights up. Thresh no longer glows, you can sense his pain. No, No, this does not concern you. You are already a lost child. It would be too much for me to ask. Well, if you insist. Some of my children have yet to return home, and I miss them so dearly. Will you look around the area? Perhaps they are lost, like you once were. It would calm this old spirit's worrisome heart. You return to Thresh's lair. It is darker than before, and many of the lanterns have dimmed, clutching their hands at the tiny bits of spirits you found in the woods. Ah, there you are. How was your little adventure? Wonderful. Thresh opens his hand, his fingers glide over the spirits in your palm. Ah, my children. It is so good to feel them again. You have done splendidly, lost one. Seeing my children return home brings me joy greater than you could imagine. Perhaps it is time I told you more about who I am. I am the denizen of this world your people call the spirit realm. Some see me as a guardian, but I see myself as more than that. I am father to these spirits, the caretaker of souls, many of whom are lost like yourself. The living entrust that their deceased loved ones are safe in this realm, and I make it so. But recently, other spirits with their own agenda have sought to interfere with my goodwill. They believe they know better than I. How presumptuous of them to assume it's so. But worse yet, I have found my most treasured possession stolen. My precious lantern. It is the beacon that guides my children home to me. Much as it guided you to me when we first met. Without my lantern, the safety of my children is in danger. As you can see, the river is no longer lit by many of its lanterns. Each of them draws on the restorative powers of my own. So without mine, they begin to dim, like forgotten souls from a bygone era. And thus my children have no light to follow and wander off, aimless, formless, and without purpose. The sadness it causes me. It pains me so. Really? I would be so ever grateful. Last I recall, I was walking through the woods near here. Perhaps that might be a good place to look. You hear Thresh's device and head in that direction, wandering for hours that feel like days. North, south, east, west, you scour every direction. Nothing. You're exhausted. Just when you think to give up, you hear off in the distance a chuckle. It's high pitched and sort of annoying. Maybe you're just tired. You hear it again, that chuckle. Suddenly there's a puff of smoke. It smells like mushrooms. Oh no. The strange creature throws out an open palm. You win. Enjoy the lantern. He arrived back at Thresh's lair with his lantern. You were gone for quite a while. I was so worried. These woods, they can be quite labyrinthian. You are a brave soul. Not many have your courage. Nevertheless, I am relieved to see you return to me in one piece. Now, were you able to procure my precious lantern? Oh my, how glad I am to see you again. My children, they have returned. Ah, splendid. Are you alright? You look like you have some questions. No, your journey here has not been one of ease. Please, tell me, lost one, what is on your mind? Right to the point. Truth is, this was not always the case. Once the spirits of this realm lived in harmony under my guidance. Then came a little fox. Yes, she was a natural charmer. From where she came from, I know not. It was quite a while ago. You would have to ask time. At first, she was a friend who would explore the realm together side by side. Her penchant for helping lost spirits was equal to mine. We were so similar in a way, and yet in the end so very different. She thought spirits were capable of surviving alone. First I believed her. I wanted to trust her. But can you imagine? Spirits, innocent and naive, lost and alone, without anyone to guide them. Each carrying their sufferings from one life into death. I let her have her way. It was the greatest mistake I have ever made. Your sympathy is heartwarming, but it is not I who needs consoling. I would do anything to rescue my spirits from Ari's grasp. You have already done so much. Truly, I could not ask any more of you. Offering. Yes, you are offering yourself. To help me? A kindness I have not felt in so long. Then I'll support your bravery. Go on. Reclaim the spirits that were rightfully mine from that twisted little fox. Here, take my hook and lantern. They will aid you in your journey. For these spirits have been lured by Ari under a false guise of salvation. You must collect as many as you can, and bring my children back to me. I am counting on you, lost one. You arrive at a beautiful forest, full of spirits wandering about. They look lost, just like Thresh warned you. It goes wide for a moment, but you hear a pinging sound and a yellow question mark appears in your mind before fading. The spirit's realm is strange. The hook lands. You place the captive spirit in Thresh's lantern. Thresh's lantern glows, beckoning for more spirits. You return the tools to Thresh's lair, having gathered spirits originally led by Ari. Isn't it beautiful? This river, restored by your hard work. Yes, you understand now. No one gets it but you and I. My little lost one, you have been my greatest treasure. Come, now. I have never shown anyone else this before. But for you, it is the least I can do. Thresh walks towards the gate overlooking the river. He leaves behind his lantern for you to follow. Isn't it bright? Welcome to my sanctuary. No. You are the true beauty of this realm. You like my sanctuary. You flatter me. This kindness you have shown me, it's unlike anything I have ever felt. Sacred space is where I share my most intimate moments. And right now, I have so much to say to you, for all you have done. Thank you, Lost One. You know not the weight of your generosity. No, Lost One. You saved me, when I myself could not. Lost One, what do you ask for in return? Ever the Honorable One. You have touched me deeply. You have stood by my side, Lost One. Strange as we once were, but no longer. Perhaps this whole time I was the one who was truly lost. Perhaps now I no longer need to bear my duty alone. Thresh invites you to sit down. His hand gently caresses your own. I can never repay you in full. But what I can offer you, oh God, for all that you have offered me, is for you to remain by my side. Would you like that? Getting interesting. Any other spirit, I would have tried to convince otherwise. It pains me to imagine myself without you, Lost One. But I do understand. This is not your realm. And you have duties from where you whence came. I wish you safe travels, Lost One. But before you go, why don't you join me for a moment? Thresh points at 2 empty chairs in his room. You're being so very busy. Let us relax and enjoy each other's company.